Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world today and you happen to be tuning into my page. I appreciate you showing up and watching. And today I am interviewing a very beautiful lady all the way living in France. And so I'm going to ask her in a minute to introduce herself, and we're going to listen to her story today and a little bit more about her experiences, as she is also a digital business owner. So welcome to my page, Ariam, and I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself first of all.
Okay, Kim. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Kim, for inviting me to your page and for your followers. So my name is Ariam Hagos. Currently, I'm living in France, but originally I am from Eritrea. I used to work as a hairdresser for almost 8 years, but I stopped because of that pandemic. I will explain it later anyway. And now I am a digital business owner, a full-time digital business owner. This is just short history of me, Kim.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I'm a full-time digital business owner too, so we have a lot in common. So
Okay.
my second question is,
wow.
Why did you start a digital business?
Okay. Yeah, as I said, I used to work as a hairdresser for such a long time, almost 8 years. And as we all know, the pandemic happened, everything shut down, and there was no plan B. After the shutdown also lifted, my income became like, on and off. I was not satisfied. So I was just give up and say never ever return back on this life, because it was so long time. And when you stop work, there was not any residual income. Just to stop, you kick out from that job. So I decided, and I was looking for any other opportunities, like job opportunities, working from home. I was just researching. So while I was researching, I saw a video advertising, like two ladies. They was just speaking like you and me. We are discussing, and there was also discussing about the business model, and there is option or there is opportunity if someone would like to join. So I just watch and I follow them, and the instruction was very straightforward. It says just there was a free 90-minute webinar. So I just saw that free 90-minute webinar. I liked it, and I just say, let me try. But when I see it inside, I just was so surprised. I don't know about this before. And everybody was doing online in that pandemic time. People was using their time. So I said, wow. And I decided to join after that time. And this is how I joined this business, Kim.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so you joined the business, but how did you really know that this was a legitimate business? Because there's so many there's so much online these days, and people are often very skeptical about it. And so how did you know that it was legitimate?
Okay, it's a good question, Kim, because before even I joined this business, I had the same question. And I asked for someone who already on the business. While I entered to the group, I just was watching because I was so skeptical. I was not sure, because I see if this is true or not. Let me check it first by that 149 refund up. If they refund that money, okay, that's first, trust. Right. And I just watched it, and I asked refund. I was sit down on there in the group. I was watching people's success, and I remember one man, he joined after me, and they was welcoming him. I was watching him, and after 2 months, they were celebrating his success. And I just wonder, and I found him through inside the messenger, and I asked him, is that true? He said, yes, it is true. I started in this month, and now it's like this, like that. And I said, okay. So when I asked him, how would I know, or how could I know it's legit business? And he said, there is no way you can work in this business without any government issued ID. And secondly, you have to pay tax for the government you are living in the country. And I said, okay, this is another proof. So there is no other proof than you work with your ID, or you work with something, work for permission, any other IDs, which is issued by official government. Exactly. So I said, okay, this is a proof that it is a legit business. If it is taxable, of course, it's legit business. So by these things, I know it is a legit business, Kim. And from that time, I didn't hesitate. I just go straight forward and I start the business.
Wow, that is awesome. That's a very powerful story of, sitting in there, because we have a private chat group for all of our business owners, and some people that are there are not really active members yet. They're just watching. And I guess you were one of those people that were waiting to see if it was.
Yes, I was.
That is cool.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
But the success of some people, again, it goes to the potential of this business. If you really truly want it to work, then you will put the work into it. And the potential is amazing. And we see that every day with people posting about their success. And it's very inspiring. So I'm glad it was a motivation for you to move forward too. So yeah. Good. Thanks for sharing that. Very good. Yeah, so after you started, what do you feel was your biggest challenge?
Wow. My biggest challenge was to fix my mindset, to be honest, because I came with corporate world. I was working for someone else. It's not for myself. And my mindset was fixed like that. I was expecting someone to pay me. I was expecting just like as you work for someone else, because that adoption makes me my mindset, it was very big challenge for me to fix it, as I am a business owner and I am responsible for my business and I own it, I run it. And that was a big challenge for me. But I thank for the training site we have and the masterminds we have every Wednesday. After that mastermind, I changed it because it covers everything, because they know people, they come from corporate world, people, they come from other kind of job. So after watching that mastermind, I said, this, okay, that was my fault. And that was my mindset was like in other world when I came to this business, and it says that I am a digital business owner. So to make these things, to fix these things in my mind, it was very big challenge for me. But as I said, the training is very good. It covers everything. And after that, I fix it. Now I'm doing well.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. It is, sometimes a big challenge for a lot of people when they first start, because we are so conditioned and so used to working for somebody else and receiving a paycheck, that sometimes to make that switch to now work for yourself and be an entrepreneur and a business owner, and now you get what you put into it, and so nobody else is going to pay you. You got to work for this. So it's a big switch. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat as you. You have to fix that mindset from the very beginning, and realize that, it's you that have to make this work, nobody else. And you're the business owner, and you can't blame anybody else if you fail. So good for you for fixing the problem. Awesome. So I don't want to take up too much of your time today. So before we go, any last minute words of advice to all my followers who are out there who are probably a little bit skeptical and wondering what they should do? Any last minute words of advice for them today?
Yeah, my advice is, this world is changing fast now. Everything is changed from manual to digital. If you go, for example, in supermarket, you see something working by machine and see some something working by manual. It is reducing now. Everything is changing to digital, and the technology is running fast. And to have a plan B is good. My life is a good example. In that pandemic time, there was no plan B, and I stuck. I just, when the pandemic came and everything shut down, I also shut down. I just sit down at home and doing nothing. And to have a plan B is a good, because we don't know what will happen after 5 or 17 years. Everything is changing anyways.
That's right.
So my advice is, if you don't run with technology, or if you don't change yourself with this changing world, you will be left behind. That's my advice. So for those skeptical ones, I would say, take the action. If it doesn't hurt for you, which means if it is too risky, it's good to take the action, because we offer a free webinar. We
That's
don't
right.
charge you anything. Before you get the information in our business, you don't start straightforward. We don't say like, go and pay this, that. No, it's not like that. There is advantage. That 90 minutes is free, and also after that, if you see this business is good, or if you see this business is for me, you can continue, which is money back guarantee, that 149 video information, everything, which means in other ways it's free.
Exactly.
It's not even risk. It's not like in other businesses you pay for research, but in our business, even for that research, we don't charge you because it's refundable.
Yes.
So this risk which doesn't hurt, it's normal to take it. So my advice is to go with this fast changing world. Just take leap of faith and take the action today, and you might know this business is for you. So thank you, Kim. This is my last advice for the audience.
Well, thank you so much for those great words of wisdom today. So don't be left behind. Watch the webinar and see if it's right for you. Incredible words of advice today. So thank you so much for
You're welcome.
For sharing with us today your story and giving us your words of advice. I appreciate you being here. I pray many blessings on you and on your business as you continue forward. So thank you again. To all my followers, if you're still on the fence and you're still wondering, then take her advice and, don't be left behind. At the very least, check out the free webinar and see if it's right for you. If it's not, then you've lost nothing, only a few minutes of your time, and it's well worth your time. So that's all for today, folks. Tune in again next week, and we'll see you again. Thank you again, and bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Kim.
Bye.